Hello, hello! How's it going, everybody? This is Etho, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play series. So, guys, last episode we started building this super smeltery. This is a colossal 64 furnace array, and our goal is to make it as quick as possible, or at least within practicality, right? And so far, I think it's off to a good start. We're going to try to get this up and running today. The key to the whole system, to make it quick though, is we have a splitter system in the middle here. So let's check this out again. Basically, we throw our items in here to be smelted. And you see how quick they empty out, and then they go into 8 different hoppers here. Like a stack will go 8 items into each of these hoppers, so 8 hoppers total. And then there's going to be 8 hopper minecarts that pick up the items out of these hoppers. And then they're going to run across the top of these furnaces here and drop off 1 item to each of these as it goes by. That's kind of the plan to this thing. So I've made a couple design changes since last episode. For one thing, I've raised up the splitter system by a block, and that allows us to sneak in some redstone here, right underneath these hoppers. So we can easily control these power rails now on both sides, just by sending a pulse to this thing. It'll make the hopper minecarts move. We got to power all this stuff here, though, which it's not doing right now. And I also made one other big change down here. We had a hopper minecart running underneath the furnaces before, and now I've decided to change that out to a hopper chain instead. So that'll pull the items out of the furnace and send them over to our dropper elevator in the middle here. I think it's going to be about the same speed using a hopper chain, but the nice thing is we don't have to control the minecarts this way. It's going to be all automatic. So one less thing for us to worry about. I did realize, though, there's a problem with this whole thing. Let's say, for example, some fool, let's say I'm being an idiot, and I drop off a bunch of dirt. Should that not go in? Wait a second. Where does the dirt go? Oh, maybe that furnace was full already. So I already got some garbage in my furnaces here. If you get garbage items in your furnace array, I've realized there's no way to get it out. Like, it'll go into the top here. You can't pull that out with a hopper or a hopper minecart. Right? So you have to like come underneath here, break all these hoppers because all the sides are blocked now, and take it out manually, which kind of sucks, but yeah, that's kind of the issue with furnace arrays, I guess. Like any array you do, it's going to have that problem. So make sure if you're playing on a server, you're not playing with stupid people. Or don't let them use your smeltery, because they'll jam it all up. But anyways, let's get to this here. We got a couple problems to solve with our smeltery thing here. First off, how and when do we tell this minecart to start moving? Like, under what conditions do we want it to leave like that? I think once it gets 8 items, that's the perfect time for it to start moving, because it'll drop off 1 item to each of the furnaces. If it only picked up 7, the last furnace wouldn't get one, right? And then it would have to go back, pick up 1 more item, and then drop it off. To get this thing running at maximum efficiency, we want to make use of all the furnaces, right? If it picks up 9 items, it's going to drop off 2 at another one, which isn't a problem, but it's going to take longer for the minecart to fill up here. And then we're wasting time as well. So 8 items is the perfect amount. The problem is we can't detect when this thing has 8 items in it, and also when we drop off our items to be smelted, it might not even get 8 items is the other issue. So for example, let's say I want to smelt something, I only dropped 34 off into here. It's not going to get 8, it only got 5, right? So if we're detecting 8, this thing's never going to leave, and I'm never going to get my items. So I think what we want to do is detect when it starts receiving items. So we'll probably put a comparator here, and hopefully that turns on if we put something in this chest. Yeah, it does. Okay, good. So I think all we got to do is set up a bunch of repeaters here. I'm going to try 8 repeaters set at 4, and it's going to wait enough time for the hopper to get 8 items in it, hopefully. That's our goal with this. So let's throw in a bunch of stuff here, and we'll check out the minecart real quick here. Okay, look at the minecart real quick. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think it started moving on 8, right? That's good. Yeah, so I really like this. It's very simple to do, right? But also it deals with the problem of not waiting for 8 items. Like if there isn't 8, so if we only put 32 in, it'll wait for the 8 items, but if it doesn't get them, it still goes anyway, right? Because it's based on timing, not on actual numbers. So that's cool. The only problem with this maybe is I can't jump. I can't parkour. What happens if we put in a whole bunch of items? Let's test that as well. I'm worried it's not going to deal with this too well. So if it has a lot of items, it'll wait for 8, and now it keeps bouncing is the other problem. So it's only picking up... picked up 5, I think? 6? 5 or 6, right? So only the first 5 furnaces are getting items because of that. These ones have none. That's not good. We want them all to get items. Okay. Alright guys, so this is actually a pretty challenging build once you get down to the details. I thought this was going to be easy, so I started making a list of what we want to do. And number 1, on startup, leave at exactly 8 items or if out of items to smelt. So that's what we did here already, right? We don't want it to leave at 7 items. We don't want it to leave at 9. It would be fine if it left at 16 items, though, because it would drop off 1 on the way and 1 on the way back. The key is that we evenly distribute the items to the furnaces. And at 16 or more, it'll drop off 2 items in each of the furnaces. At 8 items, it'll drop off 1 item to each furnace. On startup, though, we don't want it to wait till it gets 16 items because that'll take longer for this to fill up, right? It'll waste another 2 seconds. So we have a special startup sequence here that only activates once as soon as we put the items into the smeltery. And we make it activate only once with this sticky piston here, this monostable circuits. I've added a little bit of delay because it was only actually dropping off 7 items to the furnaces. So hopefully that fixes it. The other thing, though, is to make it stop and pick up 16 items here before it does the next cycle, I've added in a clock sequence down here. So as items smelt in the furnace, they'll pass by this hopper here. We'll detect that. Then we make it run to a clock. This is like a delay timer. And then this is our comparator clock that activates the dropper elevator. Still following me? Because I've lost myself already long ago. And then every time we finish a smelting cycle, once the items smelt, we tell this hopper minecart up here. You see how the line goes up here? We tell all the hopper minecarts to deliver some more items to the furnaces, so it'll start another cycle. So it'll keep running until it runs out of items to smelt, is what this does. Is the hope anyways. We got to test it out. So let's start it up. And hopefully everything is set up pretty good now. How many should we do? Let's just do 4 stacks of items. And we want this to leave. Okay, let's double check it delivered 8 because it wasn't. No, it only delivered 7 still. So this last furnace isn't on. Okay. But now I think it's waiting to pick up 16 items or more. So it should deliver 2 items to each furnace now. Why is this... Oh, maybe I gotta make this minecart rail go 1 block further, because it's still not giving items to the end one. I think that's what it is. Okay. Okay. But you can see as items smelt here, they activate this comparator once the cycle's done. See that turned on. Activates the dropper elevator here. I think that was lag. I don't know why it stayed on for a while. And this first furnace seems to have got more items because they weren't going to the back there like they were supposed to. Okay. We're getting close. It still needs more tweaking. Aha. I just realized there was a lever here locking this last hopper. Okay, so I've unlocked this hopper here. I noticed this furnace was only getting 1 item instead of 2, like when there was 16 in the minecarts. So I've extended it by a block here. And I've also extended this front part by a block. There used to be a furnace down here. Problem was the very first furnace was getting 2 items when the other ones were only getting 1. So let's try it out now. Let's try out these changes. We're gonna put in 3 stacks of items. So this should go at 8 items. And I also shortened the timing by 2 ticks up there. And then it should go again pretty soon here. So it's got enough for another cycle. Okay, as soon as that first cycle finished smelting, it sent this one. Now each of these should have 2. Looking good. Looking good, guys. This will keep running even when there's no items left. That's fine. But it'll stop once all the smelting is done. Alright guys, let's break up this episode a little bit. We'll return to that, but I got something I want to show you in the man cave here. I'm pretty excited to show you this actually. The other day, I felt like building, you know, so I decided let's work on the man cave a little bit. There's a section we never go down, that tunnel over there. We always go down here. We always go up there. That's like the old school part of the man cave. This is our main hub over here. This is like the lesser used farms and things. Totally did not see that creeper. Yes. We don't go over here too often, but this area is pretty much finished as well. It's nice. I like it. But this other tunnel that we never go down hardly is like our wire access area. And I finally polished that up a little bit here. So added in like a little archway here. We got hidden lighting all over the place with these leaves. You can see we got some glowstone down there. I decided to put in a window over here to look down on Wilson, which looks good from this side. I'm not sure if it needs some adjusting though, because on this side, I don't know. I'll see what you guys say about it. What is with all the mobs in my world? This is not a safe place. Yeah, I feel like that maybe doesn't fit the theme in this side of the room, so maybe... Oh, Wilson's trying to eat me. 1 second. Maybe that needs to be changed up. But I like the licking down window side of it. I think that's good. And then over here... Actually, let's look over here first. So this bridge I changed. It used to be an oak bridge, and I changed it to jungle wood, and then I hung some cocoa beans off of it. And I think that looks pretty nice. I added in an extra lamp here. You know, some vines in the area. There was a big hole in the wall here. Now we have the fence with hidden lighting. Lots of little details to this. Like I've even fine-tuned the shaping of the ceiling, the stone part of it. Used to be a lot more jagged. Now it has more flow to it. I've added a trim up there. Just lots and lots of little details have been done here. There used to be nothing but just grass, like this kind of grass. Now we have leaves and tall grass, flowers over here. If we go across the bridge, this is the part I'm most happy about. This looked really bad here. If you remember, it was a too wide, long walkway. And I didn't think I'd be able to make it look anywhere decent, but I'm really happy with this. I put some orange clay over here. The problem is spacing. We did not have a lot of spacing here because we have our firework maker right over here, and we need to run some redstone right over here. So I've maximized the amount of space, like right on top of that clay is the wiring here. So I've popped the wall out as far as I could this way. Yeah, so I've become quite a fan of orange clay now. I've never really used it too much up to this point, but like dark oak, orange clay, spruce wood, I love that combo. Even if you have some oak wood nearby, it looks fine, I think. We got another ugly brick thing in our man cave to get to the wire room. And got a weird looking archway here. I don't know what I was doing, but I kind of like it. It's unique. Then I refined the staircase. It was a big mess before. It's a very standard sort of staircase now. Over here is our wire access to the elevator, and also this goes down to the potion lab wiring. Because that's the main point of this tunnel, is to be able to reach the wiring on different things. Threw in some hidden lighting here and some flowers. These leaves and things weren't here before either, so that's been refined. I made this bridge a little bit more fancy. We have this and some railing. Pretty good view from up there down to here. And this goes over to Wilson, so that's kind of a complete cycle there. The goal with the man cave is to get rid of all the torches and also to connect all the areas together in many different ways. So we're doing that with this. I like it. And you can jump down from there, which is cool. Then over here is our firework room, firework factory. This was all stone previously, and now I decided to do the red mushroom blocks. I like this look a lot too. Dark oak, mushroom blocks, leaves. I think it looks pretty cool. Got some more orange clay there, and another wire access area to things I can't even remember. Oh, this is to a bread maker, the fireworks stuff, and a portal system from the potion lab. So that's cool. What else? I just did a little bit here. I added a leaf decorative thing there, a wheat bed, more orange clay, and that's about it. That's about all I did here. So that is pretty cool. I'm happy with it. Alright guys, so we're back at the smeltery again. We pretty much got the item distribution and smelting all set up there. We need to hook up our fuel system for the furnaces, and also this dropper elevator needs to be set up. I have to move where it was. This was not working. I tried it out. Gotta rebuild the whole thing. I hate it when you need to move something one block in Minecraft. It's so hard to do. Like, there's no easy way of doing it. Just want to push stuff over by one block. Got to tear it all down, rebuild it. Yep. No way around it. Okay, so I'm going to move it forward by one block, and then it'll start going up here. Alright, and we're going to do the quad elevator. I'm going to try to get it to work here. I think the pattern we want to do is... Let's see, I got to move this forward. So we're going to grab the signal from here. And then I think we want to stagger our wiring all the way up, like staircase it, so it goes from here to here to here to here, all the way up, following that pattern. So this wire here will power this dropper, this one will power this one will power this one. One tick of delay between them, and see how that works out. Let's flip it on. This is going to be my torture for the next few minutes. I got to listen to this and test it out, make sure it works. That's with the sound all the way down to 4%, guys. I had it louder before, and this has been running for a few minutes now. Starting to lose my mind here. Oh, it's so bad. Okay, let's test it out, though. Let's make sure this works. So, we're going to throw 29 stone bricks into the left there. Let's throw in 29 grass into there. And then let's also test out these front droppers. So eight sources are convoluting down to 1, basically. That's what we're trying to do here. Let's put in rails into there. And then power rails into there. So all those items should make it to the top eventually. Hopefully fairly quickly. Let's get out of here. Oh my goodness, the sound. Oh, I went way too far. Where am I? I'm lost. I think I went over the hill here. Okay, so those should end up in this double chest at the very top. Hopefully they didn't get stuck this time. Yeah, so everything is there, right? I think so. I think it's all good. So the dropper elevator works. It's just really loud, annoying, and laggy. But you guys wanted the quad dropper elevator, so I delivered, right? Yeah. Alright guys, very cool. So this is it. I think we have the basics of our system working here. We're going to do the first official test. Let's get down our hoppers. I was worried they were going to push each other for a moment there. It's like, no! It's all for nothing. It doesn't work. No, they seem fine though. I put some redstone blocks down here. These are just to power the power rails. So 4 blocks will power all 8 of them. And I don't think it'll lock the hoppers, so that's all good. Let's get down our other ones. Yeah, these are all empty here. So we're going to do a speed test as well. We want to see how quick it'll actually smelt things now, too. It's not pretty. The system's not polished up or finished in that regard, but it's just basic functionality right now is what we're testing out. I put down 2 hopper minecarts here, sort of as a temporary thing. This is an easy way to give it fuel until I figure out exactly what we're doing with that. So we got another one running on this side. Whoa! And that works pretty good. Alright, let's hop up here though, and we'll try it out now. I think we're all good to go for our first tests. Whoa, I'm lost. Okay, is there anything I'm forgetting? Those look like they're still in position, right? I clean out all the garbage out of the furnaces, so they should be hopefully okay. Okay, and this is empty. Yep. So here we go, guys. Our first speed test. We're going to make some cracked stone bricks by smelting stone bricks. And at the very minimum, it's going to take... Oh, I felt the lag already. Why is it lagging? It shouldn't be lagging already. It's the dropper elevator that lags. It's fine now. Yeah, now I can feel it. I can really feel it now. Yeah, so we had some garbage items left in the elevator, it looks like. That's where that furnace and stuff came from. Okay. Seems like maybe the elevator needs to run a bit longer. It's not delivering a full stack every time, is it? Or maybe it is. 43 to 35. Yeah, it's not quite running long enough. So that's an issue. There's more items in the elevator, just didn't deliver them. But yeah, that's the rough smelting time of this thing. Plus like 10 more items or so. So that is pretty cool. I'm really happy with that. I think that's a winner. Yes. Everything seems to be running good. Yeah, no problems. Those ones are moving, right? Yeah, those are going too. Cool. We can't check the furnaces, but it looks like they're all on here. That's a good sign. Okay, so in total, we got just about 7 stacks of items. We put 8 stacks in, though, so that means there's about a stack of items stuck in the dropper elevator. So we need to make this clock run a bit longer. That's why that happened. You can see when we unpower this slowly bleeds away. That's what controls how long the elevator stays powered for. So we need to make this longer somehow. Aha. And then all should be good with that. So that is pretty cool. Let's double check we got our 8 stacks up here. Plus 1. There must have been 1 garbage item left in the elevator too before we started. Aha. But yeah, it's a very, very quick thing. I'm happy with that. Seems cool. About 10 seconds every stack of items. And very short startup and ending times too. So that's cool. Anyways, let's get to the comment of the day. It says, one thing that would be extremely cool with the auto smelter would be to make it so that you can just place down a shulker box in a certain spot. Just add a hopper to the input chest. So that way you can take a shulker box from, let's say, the gold farm and smelt down the armor into nuggets. Yeah, so I would like to do something like that. Have, let's see, I want to make a building for this. I want to maybe have a shulker input and output system to it. And also, if we can, I would like to control whether we're using planks for fuel, coal, lava buckets, that sort of thing. Would be the last few things to making this perfect, I would say. I would not ever smelt down gold armor and swords into nuggets, though. That's just a waste of fuel. Waste of fuel and a waste of time, in my opinion. It's never going to happen for me. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you want to see more of this, let me know. Or if you want to see me work on something else, let me know in the comments. I'm not really sure what I want to work on next in the world here. So, until next time, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I messed up my outro. Take care. Bye-bye.